Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy TRUEDBZMaster back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing the final part of my Android 16 guide series, that being part 5. Today we're going to be going over his assists, his best role on a team, and some team compositions that you may use in order to fully take advantage of 16's strengths. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is all of his assists and telling you which one is probably the best one for your team. First up, we have his A assist. So this is the assist that he came out with when the game first came out. It has some really good stuff about it. So for starters, it is 22 frames on startup, making it one of the fastest assists in the game. It has 26 blocks done, so it gives you enough time to use it for mix-ups and stuff like that. Interesting enough that if you hit this assist while the opponent is grounded, it'll actually keep the opponent standing up, so it won't bounce them against the wall like beam assist. It won't launch them into the air like some other lariat assists like Blue Vegeta's, you know. It actually keeps the opponent grounded, so this means it's even easier to use it in combos. If you do hit the opponent with this in the air, they actually do bounce off of it. So, you know, if you hit them with like a jump cancel combo, it's a 16, then you'll have to jump cancel to pick up the combo afterwards. But if they hit them while they're standing on the ground, they will remain standing. And so it's really useful not only for combos, but for reset heavy characters like Majin Buu and Nappa, who really takes advantage of the opponent standing up and getting resetted. The next assist we have is his B assist. So this one is going to be both his JS and 5S coming out at different times. So this assist is 34 frames on startup and is 31 blocks done for the first attack, and then 30 frames of blocks done on the second attack. So there is a gap in between the two key blasts, which makes it really good for frame trapping. So if you like try to use it for neutral, you can rely on the first hit, and then if they jump, then you still have the second part of Android 16 B assist to worry about. It is a key blast priority projectile, meaning it will lose to reflect and super dash mid attack. So you know, if you're forcing your opponent to block, if they block the assist, then they can super dash in the middle of it and you could potentially lose your turn. So the really good thing about this assist is that it is fantastic for neutral, considering it covers the entire ground, and since it Android 16 shoots 2 projectiles, like I said, you can meaty with it, you can use it for neutral. It's really useful for combos and hit confirming, because since he hits 2, you can actually relaunch your opponent twice mid-combo, racking up damage even more. So yeah, that is B assist. And the final assist we have is his C assist. So this one is going to be his 5H and 2H into his J2H if the opponent gets hit. This assist is 35 frames on startup and is plus 55 on block. So this is going to give you a lot of mix-up time. You know, characters like Broly, Jiren, Cooler that don't really have traditional mix-ups will be able to do some really good left-right stuff with this assist. The thing about C assist is that universally they're not really the greatest, mostly because of their startup and their recovery. So on startup, before the assist actually activates, the character spawns on screen, and so they can actually get hit out of their assist before the attack even comes out. And then also the cooldown is a lot longer than normal assist, is about 5 to 6 seconds longer than normal assist. So if you use a C assist within combos or something like that, then you actually have to tag out or just be very patient in neutral in order to get your assist back. So overall, I think using his A or B is probably the best way to go. Which assist you choose depends on what team you want to build. If you're building like a neutral heavy team, you want to use your B assist. If you're running a mix heavy team or a team that has a lot of lariats, then you want to use A assist. So it really just depends on which team build you're using. There is no wrong answer when choosing between his A or B. Both are really strong and are really good for team synergy. Now we're going to talk about Android 16's best role on a team. Android 16 can be ran in any position on the team. His flexible combos allows high damage with assists. His specials and supers allow special tag and DHC setups to be viable. And his strong offense with 236L and any of his 214 specials allows him to have very strong offense without assists. And with assists, he can actually gain mix-ups that wouldn't be available to him. As a point character with assist and a back, 16 is able to play a reactive neutral game while using assist to make the opponent jump or block. And then if you have the opponent jump, you can use any of his 214 anti-air grabs to snatch them out the air, or if they block the assist, then you pretty much have full range to use your 5L, 236L mix-ups. Also with assists, he gains the ability to do left-right mix-ups with his 214 specials, with high block stun assist specifically. And lastly, his core circle forward HS super, which is his Hell Flash, allows the characters on standby to really get their turn started, like with Adult Gohan and his Potential Unleashed, Krillin's level 3, and Nappa's Cybermen setups. As a mid character, he's pretty much the same as he is in the point position, but now he has one less assist if the point dies, but he has more access to meter, which is never a bad thing. 16 isn't meter hungry like some other characters in the roster, but having access to core circle forward H and core circle back H is definitely a bonus. As an anchor, he's going to be assistless more often than not, so playing neutral is going to be a lot harder for him because he doesn't have a beam to beat Super Dash and other Ki Blasts, but he does have core circle forward, medium, and heavy to go through projectiles and assists if the opponent relies on them too much. Even though neutral is going to be a lot harder for 16, once he's in, he's fully in. Like I said, he has access to 5L and core circle forward L mix-ups, and with his very strong assist spread, every character can find some use for them, though whiffing normals in neutral will be a problem for 16 because of the slower startup and recovery frames. In the end, Android 16 is good in any position in my opinion. He's best as a point or anchor character, the point position because he's a great setup character with special tag and DHCs, and the anchor position because he has really great offense when he gets in on the opponent, and his assists can actually carry a team if you utilize them correctly. The mid position isn't bad, but the mid position is covered by so many other characters that most often than not, you're going to be running 16 as a point or anchor anyways. Before I get into the overall thoughts of the character, I'm going to be showing you a couple of teams that Android 16 can really benefit from, and in all positions. So I'm going to show you 3 different point Android 16 teams, 3 different mid Android 16 teams, and then 3 anchor Android 16 teams. Now I'm not going to go on any of them in depth, but I'm just going to give you an overall opinion on these teams and how you can play them. Android 16 is a flexible character in nature, so you can really build some really creative teams with him. So first up we have Android 16 Adult Gohan and Blue Vegito. So this is a pretty standard top tier team. We have Android 16 for the DHC for Adult Gohan, giving him access to his level ups, and then Vegito just being in the back just because he's a very strong assist character as well as an anchor character as well. Next we have Android 16 with DBS Broly and Z Broly, kind of a big body themed team. So this one really wants to grab people, so this is a grappler style team. All these characters have really good neutral assists, so getting in won't really be an issue for this team, but all of them do have slower normals than the rest of the cast, so you can be outsped by certain characters. And the last team for point 16 is Android 16, Yamcha, and Android 17. So 16 is really good at setting up Yamcha because he can use Spirit Ball and get a sliding knockdown. Yamcha's A assist is good for 16 to get mix-ups with left-right. And then Android 17 is here to cover 16's bad recovery when he whiffs normals or 5S or anything of the sort. Next we have a couple of mid teams with Android 16. So first we have Blue Vegeta, Android 16, and Super Saiyan Goku. So this team really wants Vegeta to mix up very heavily. Android 16A allows Vegeta to mix up mid-screen and in the corner without using meter. So this team is really good for Blue Vegeta. And then Super Saiyan Goku is here just for the very good A assist for neutral, and as well as the damage he can provide. Next we have Majin Buu, Android 16 and Tien, sorry. So Majin Buu is here because with Android 16A he actually gains access to really good resets with his Fat Toss, and as well as 16 can DHC and special tag into Majin Buu to allow him to get that started in the first place. And then Tien is here just for the good neutral assist and as well as the damage he provides. Finally, we have Captain Ginyu, Android 16 and Lab Coat 21. So this team is a little bit on the gimmicky side because of Ginyu, but with 16's very strong assist and 21 just overall being a really good character in the roster, Ginyu is allowed to really set up his Ginyu Force calls and really just stack on the neutral heavy bombardment he's able to apply on the enemy, especially with 16B. Lastly, we have a couple of anchor teams. So first we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Krillin, and Android 16. So in my Krillin guide, this is actually one of the mid teams for Krillin, and once again I'm going to have to put this team here as well. So having both really strong neutral assists for Gogeta is really important because Gogeta doesn't really have any full screen presence, but with Android 16 and Krillin being by his side, he's able to get in really easily with Lariat. And then as well as both of these assists allow him to level up like very easily. Like you can do 2 to 3 level ups per combo, and so you can get your level 7 instant kill very easily with this team. Next we have Blue Gogeta, Android 18, and Android 16. So this team is once again a pretty standard top tier team in the game right now. Gogeta's here because he's probably the best point character in the game. Android 18 and 16 allows him to do Rekka mix-ups anywhere on screen, and then once Gogeta builds up meter for Android 18, then she can use her 17 calls to just bring the opponent down and block them out of their assist calls and guard cancel. And 16 is just here to provide the block stun or neutral the team needs to function. And finally we have Videl, Roshi, and Android 16. So this is a more a more unique team more than anything. Videl can really take advantage of Android 16's A assist because it restands the opponent, so she can actually get more Rekkas in her combos, allowing her to do even more damage. Master Roshi will also gain the ability to do his Master Leap high-low 50-50 with A assist. You can also bank on B assist for neutral, because these characters can really struggle in neutral interactions with certain characters like Vegito, Lab Coat, and stuff like that. So having 16's B assist to cover them is really good as well. After all 5 parts, what's my final thoughts on Android 16? In my opinion, Android 16 is an underrated synergetic powerhouse. Yes, he has weaknesses just like every character in the roster. Carelessly whiffing normals can really be a problem. His big model can allow him to get hit by certain combos and mix-ups, and his too straightforward neutral allows him to get lamed out by more flexible characters. But to compensate, 16 has really good normals for its range and his punishing ability. He does relatively good damage, his combos are very flexible, and has really good synergy with the rest of the cast. And his assist spread is really good, with his A and B assists being very good. And then he's also not driven by meter like other characters like Adult Gohan and Zamasu. Most of the time, if you add Android 16 to your team, you'll find something great and fun with him. In my opinion, he's a high tier character. His matchups versus the top tiers are lacking, but he can support those who can be opposed to those characters while also being a solid character himself. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content in the future. This took a very long time to complete. I haven't done these in a very long time, so I'm sorry if the uploads have been a little inconsistent over the past couple days. I'm working on it, but doing these videos took a lot out of me, just researching the character and making these videos as best quality as I can. So I really hope you guys enjoy these. If you want another character to be enlisted in the character guide series, please be sure to list them in the comment section down below. If you want me to do one on Vegito, any of the Gogetas, if you want me to do one on Videl or even Master Roshi, I will gladly think about it and be prepared for it next time. So with that being said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Sayonara.